Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie. For those of you who are brand new to the channel, I am excited to have you here. I hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. For those of you who are returning, I am sending you all of my love. You make what I do possible. Thank you for being here with me again. This reading is for any and all Sagittarius placements, so please take this reading as it resonates. Since this is a general reading, it won't resonate for everyone, but if you find that today's reading does resonate with your situation, you can find the link to the extended reading in the description box below, along with information about the reading schedule and my personal reading availability. This reading can be applied to any and all situations, including love, career, and personal growth. And with that, Sag, we are going to go ahead and jump right into your reading. We're going to start first with some oracle cards, and then we're going to do a full Celtic cross spread, which will clarify using the Kipper deck. If you'd like to jump ahead to the tarot portion of the reading, I will leave the timestamp in the comments below. However, we will go ahead and jump into oracle. We will use 3 different decks. So when I was doing your pre-shuffle, Sag, I asked for some clarity, some guidance, some advice for you using the Lenormand. And what we got here was the ship, the woman, and the male. So 2 people cards. And so the advice I got here was that there is someone with whom you are connecting, a feminine energy. You are wanting to take action. And I am getting, for those of you where there is a friendship between you and this person, this is probably the best way to go if there is currently no communication, because this distance, which I clarified the ship and got the scythe, is indicating that this distance could be the result, or what might result from the distance could be certain damage to the relationship or to the connection. Okay, and I say friendship because under the deck we had the garden, which talks about friendship. The garden is it's about being open and vulnerable. It could also talk about public spaces, someone who you just know as just like it's a cordial friendship, it's friendly, it's nice. But for those of you where you are in no communication and there is some control here about perhaps you're the one holding back communication and hoping that it will draw this person in, I find that actually could do more harm than good. If this is the other person, they are probably going to be the reason something happens here between you guys and there is a severance. All right, Sag, I am getting Capricorn for some reason, but I will say another storyline that I am getting is for those of you who find this person has a hard time opening up and you feel sort of like you're the only person in this, then the best thing to do is probably to avoid moving towards this person and instead just focus on yourself and focus on friendships that are currently open to you. If this is about the dating scene, I'm being shown that pursuing a person or people who are not communicating with you will cause you more harm than good and perhaps kind of add to a level of cynicism or pessimism around connecting with others. But generally, if there is no communication and you are holding back, reach out. If you are trying to communicate with someone who is not reaching out, focus on yourself and your kind of the things that you want to do for yourself and your own self-care and self-love, because waiting could cause more harm than good right now. Let's go ahead and pull some more guidance, please, here for Sag, please. For Sag. What else for Sagittarius? What else for Sagittarius, please? What else for Sagittarius, please? What else for Sagittarius? So we got trust your own understanding, which we had also gotten in the Capricorn reading that I just did. So for those of you possibly connecting with a Capricorn or a work situation, that might be, you might find some additional clarification in that reading. Okay, so inner truths. Yeah, so this is deeply internal, Sag. Whatever this is something that there's a pause, there's someone is taking time out to consider next steps. So you have here, trust your own understanding with a 32 reduces to a 5. So this is talking about challenges and trying to understand and break that challenge down into bite-sized pieces so that you can move past it. For contemplation, which is a 29, reduces to an 11. This indicates divine choice. I'm also getting the Lovers, okay? Like a big decision that needs to be made. But the thing is there's also an intuitive pull to this, Sag. There is something about the decision required here that you may not logically be able to finesse the answer, but intuitively, you are naturally moving down a particular path that just feels right. It just feels better. With inner truths, this is a 16, which reduces to a 7. That's also the Chariot in the tarot, which indicates, for some, it's luck, right? It's a lucky number, but it's also being confronted with challenge and deciding exactly what direction you aim to take in order to overcome this challenge. So this is if this is a situation involving another person, Sagittarius, you understand that there is something about moving forward that requires you knowing what you're doing. And I think you do know exactly what you're doing. You know that for right now, taking that pause, taking that distance, as I am seeing here for some of you, this pause is crucial. This pause is necessary for you to not only gather yourself, but to ask yourself if the way this person handles communication, the way this person handles connection, and overall how this person is presenting themselves and presenting their affection or lack thereof to you, if that's something that you can see yourself moving forward with. There's an understanding that you have here. And while you are taking the time to contemplate and ask yourself a little bit deeper what you would like in the future, I think that is more of you just trying to see if there's something that you're overlooking. It's almost like you're checking yourself. You're checking yourself for understanding. You want to make sure that before you say yes or no, or reach out or create distance, that you've thought about everything. You've thought it all the way through. Okay. So what else are we seeing here for Sagittarius, please? What else are we seeing here for Sagittarius, please? What else are we seeing here for Sagittarius, please? What else are we seeing here for Sagittarius? Adjacent possibilities, you know. And look, a 24 reduces to a 6. Lover's energy. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. All tied up. So this is, when it comes time for action, it's like you have this, something is keeping you tied, Sagittarius. What is this all tied up? What is this that's keeping Sagittarius all tied up, please? 23, which is a 5 again, it's a challenge. Attachment, which is also a 5. This is riddled with challenges. Sagittarius, underneath the deck, we have woman holding a heart, which is a 44. The 4s indicate stability, home, comfort. This could involve a feminine energy of some type. That could be you or someone you're connecting with. But when it comes down to what happens next, it's like you're still tied to something, but you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out, Sagittarius. You have this desire to move forward with somebody, but then you also have to let go of someone else. For some, this is like an in-between state. It's also that based on your past experience, you know that you tend to attach quickly. And so instead of jumping into this, you are approaching this with caution. There are adjacent possibilities. For some, you're single and you're asking yourself, do I want to remain single? For others, this is about having an old attachment and asking yourself, do I want to sever the attachment that I have to the past or with this past person? Or do I want to move forward with this new person, or sever ties from the past to make myself available to the possibility of new partners, new ventures, new events, new life, right? You're asking yourself, what do I want? You have an intimate understanding of yourself, Sag, that this next step, you may not... You know yourself well enough to know that you should not rush this. You know yourself well enough to know that you should not rush this. There are definitely feelings of being tied, but I don't think it's a person. I think it's you've healed And in knowing yourself, you refuse to repeat the same mistake twice. You refuse to make the same mistake twice. There's an opportunity here, but you are approaching with caution. This has something to do with either someone that you want to open your heart to, or someone with whom you feel can help you create the same vision, the same visions, the same desires. Someone who can meet you in the middle. So let's go ahead and jump into your Celtic cross spread. Celtic cross spread, please, for Sag. And actually, let's go ahead and keep these guys close. Alrighty, Sag. Under the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is holding back. Possibly, if this is money for you, this is saving your money. But in general, this is someone who is definitely, they are not giving, nor are they receiving. This is very stagnant energy. They are not communicating. They are really just absent from the process. This can also be you. Okay, someone is just trying to preserve something, preserve the quality of something. There is fear attached to this particular four because there is this need to avoid loss. So you are saving, you are holding on to something, or the person you're connecting with is. But the issue with the Four of Pentacles is that you risk smothering it. And when you are not giving to something, what happens is it tries to grow without that thing. And it can't. So growth becomes stagnant. There is no growth. So whatever this is, someone is holding back and the situation is likely at a standstill. But I see you, Sag. And if this is you, it is not without desire of growth. It's just, what do I do next? So right now you're here with the moon energy. You could be connecting with a Cancer, but this is about trying to move through an unknown situation. This could be your subconscious, your emotions, something highly complex. But in general, there are questions. There are questions, there are dreams, there are visions. Nothing is tangible right now, but it almost feels like you're moving through the dark side. This is a very deep reading, I feel. The block here is the World. This is the Sag. I can't help but shake this feeling like this is a very, very big reading for you. With the World energy being the block, this is something that has yet to be completed. A chapter, perhaps, loose ends, someone you're connecting with. Something has not been completed, or it has completed, but you have not let go, or the person you're connecting with has not let go of this situation. It still exists in some way. The best case scenario here is the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This could be a mother. It could be a businesswoman, a business person, I should say. Someone who is nurturing the creation of a person, a venture. This is the best case scenario, Sag. So if you are trying to create something new, this is a positive indication that things are moving in the direction of growth. This can also be if you are connecting with a person, things are headed that way. Someone here is trying to nurture the situation. The reason it's all happening is judgment. So this is about forgiveness, possible reconciliation, but this is a need to let something go, a need to leave something in the past and move forward. Look at these major arcana. This is a big reading. Recent past is the Four of Wands. Okay, stability, possibly a marriage, a home, living with someone, an office space, a business venture, school, your course of study, something you worked hard to achieve. All right, a major milestone. There is something that you're moving into now that you're really not sure about. Right? You're not sure. Perhaps it's asking you now to invest more into it and you just don't know. Or the person you're connecting with, this increase in investment. It's challenging somebody because beyond that point, perhaps they've never really experienced that level of commitment. They don't know what lies beyond, and so they get stuck there. They're not sure. They're not confident even. What's coming in is the Knight of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sag energy. But this is definitely about a message of passion, a desire, someone expressing to you what it is they want to do. Maybe not what they feel like they want to do, or what they logically think is the right thing to do, or even the long-term plan. They just want to speak on their desires. What do they want? For some of you, this is about physically connecting with another person. Okay, and it's a very passionate encounter. But this is about moving in the direction of desire and passion and motivation. How you see yourself with the Hanged Man, you could be connecting with a Pisces or have a very strong Piscean placement, Sag. But this is about being in a place of suspension. You might even feel like you are sacrificing something, or it's almost like a feeling of delayed gratification, Sag. You're willing to wait something out in order to see if the benefits outweigh what you've invested, the discomfort that it's caused you. This is also about letting something go, going with the flow and rolling with the punches. You are taking a very, almost like a passive approach, Sagittarius, but not in a like rolling over and letting life just have its way. You know, this is it's part of what you know is going to help you make a decision. It's going to help in whatever this outcome is. In the environment, we have the Three of Swords. So there has been some sort of heartbreak. I'm getting for some of you, if there is involvement with other people and you are holding back a certain truth, I think this person also knows that there is something that you are keeping from them. All right. Just if it's a pain from the past, you know, heartbreak from the past that you are having a hard time letting go of, this person can kind of feel that from you. They can feel that something is blocking you. All right. But there's something here that is not being spoken, a truth, that to move through this, the Three of Swords, wherever this truth is, someone wants to say something. But it's like they're afraid to because it's an unpleasant truth. Everything has been going really well up until now, Sag, but someone's afraid of explaining, of revealing. The fear here is the Nine of Cups. So it's like, what if someone is left to be content alone? What if someone chooses that the way things are right now is the way they would like it to be? And so in things being comfortable, things stop growing, things stop developing. Someone's afraid that someone might become lazy, or someone might settle. They might think this is enough when in reality it's really not enough. Perhaps someone is afraid that the other person involved, you know, would be happier elsewhere. It's like this feeling of being selfish and self-centered, not being taken into consideration, being taken for granted. In the outcome, we do have the Two of Pentacles. So someone might be deciding ultimately to weigh the pros and cons, but no one is letting go of anything just yet, right? The Two of Pentacles speaks to juggling both things. You can't sustain this, so whoever is trying to make a decision here is going to have to make a choice at some point. Either the next after the Two of Pentacles is the Three of Pentacles, which indicates another person is needed to build upon these pentacles, or they drop a pentacle and start over with the Ace, which is all they can handle, and start by themselves. So someone here is in between. Someone here is in between. And ultimately, though, I feel like this person is going to either do their best to maintain the situation, or they're going to drop whatever else is involved interfering with this situation and moving forward. Moving forward within this experience. Let me move this up there. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify now with the Kipper. Okay. Sagittarius, please. Please clarify this Celtic cross for Sagittarius. Okay. Perfect. Let's go. Sagittarius, please. Underneath the deck, we do have official person. So for those of you where this is work, stability, 22, you might be seeing a lot of twos. For some, this indicates a career choice. something that requires licensure, or something that would require that you wear a uniform. What this decision says about you might have a very real effect on someone you are trying to connect with. For others, this is about a choice that someone else is making. Perhaps they already work in this capacity, or they are seeking to be employed within this capacity. Either way, there is something about this person's title and what that means for their time and their energy that has affected their ability to connect emotionally with you or with this situation at large. This can also just be you using what you know already. I am getting, for some of you, it's almost like wearing a badge of honor. If you've already had experience in this sort of, set of circumstances, it's like you are using the wisdom and the knowledge that you know about this to give another person you're connecting with the space they need, because even though they don't know it, you know it, that they need this distance, this lack of communication. But overall, Sag, this is you really standing in your power and deciding for yourself that as you navigate this, you know yourself best, and you know that you will be fine. Okay, for some, this really is just about you taking care of yourself, focusing on your money, your stability. And while you are looking to connect, you are okay being alone. Okay, now right now with the moon, we have also distant horizons. So this is definitely being in a space here. This is being in a space here of illusion, imagination, distance. This is very illusory. Okay, there's a lot of unknowns. I'm getting daydreaming. For some of you, you've been dreaming about what the next step is. You've been fantasizing. This could be the person you're connecting with, Sag, who has been fantasizing about you. But someone here, they're not talking. That's the issue. They're not talking. There's a lot more dreaming than there is doing. So if you're trying to see whether something works out here in the physical, someone needs to reach out. And if this distance is not wanted, if it's prolonged, and there is something that is desired physically, but someone is showing that they don't want that physically, then it might be time also to reassess whether waiting is the smart thing to do for you. Okay, now the block here is the world and concern. So for some of you with three is the Empress in the tarot. So this could have something to do with something not expanding the way you wanted it to. There's a block in movement, communication, of course. This could also be a mother, right? A mother figure, a wife, a feminine figure who was the source of great expansion, possibly a business entity you were working on, or a degree that you were working on, something surrounding that project. It hasn't quite come to an end, and that concerns you, right? If this is distance, because the world can indicate travel and distance, it's this distance, this silence that concerns you. Something here should be progressing or should be finishing, and it's not. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the best case scenario, and it's being clarified by the Thief. Okay, be very careful, because if there is somebody here who is trying to be sneaky, they're going to come through with this feeling, with this disguise of being ultra supportive. If someone, Sag, is in your environment who is laying it on kind of thick, question their intentions. I think that is what this Three of Swords is about. Question their intentions. Someone here is not revealing the truth. For some, this is a very materialistic person. And ultimately, what is happening is you are going to find that this person is not trustworthy. They are going to show themselves up. They're going to do something. They're going to slip. They're going to say something, or you're going to see for yourself in the numbers that they're not coming through authentically. They're putting on a show. Okay, that's where all of this confusion is. It's like you get that feeling. You get the feeling something's not right, but you can't really pin it. Here, it is pinned. Somebody catches it. And you know what's crazy? I got a storyline for some of you. You have a friend who used to be this type of person and is going to show you why the person you're connecting with or dealing with is that same type of person. It's almost like a friend gives you the inside scoop because they used to do it, that this person is moving the same way. Now, the reason it's all happening is judgment clarified by privileged lady. So for some of you, this is a third-party situation for some of you. All right. Just because I am seeing this Queen of Pentacles can be a wife. It could be someone that you are married to, someone that is, I've seen the Queen of Pentacles come up as a mistress, a kept woman, a mistress. Okay. I have seen that before. So it could be that there is somebody who is kind of waiting in the wings, waiting in the shadows. They're waiting for an opportunity to take from you, Sag. This could be a third party. Why it's all happening is some kind of a decision. There could have been forgiveness with this person. It may not be a third party. It could be that this is the same person. But in some ways, you feel like this person is two different people, right? On the one hand, you feel like you want something with them and you can trust them. And you forgave them for something, possibly being too materialistic, possibly being too self-centered, right? Very, very selfish. They want to be in a relationship without actually doing the work of being in a relationship, or being in a partnership, I should say, if this is not love for you. This is trying to do, it's like trying to be part of a team they don't want to actually participate in. There was forgiveness. There was forgiveness surrounding this privileged lady, right? 12 is a 3, more Empress energy. But then there is also, for some of you, this is somebody who you decided you didn't want to be with anymore. And so in that divorce, in that separation, in the severing of that partnership, this person is basically trying to take you for all you're worth. And you're coming through as this official person and saying, no, no, no. I'm hearing laughter right now, Sag. You're like, I don't know exactly who you think you are trying to step to, but you obviously don't know who you're dealing with. Now, the Queen of Pentacles does not have to be a wife per se. It can just be your spouse, and they take on a more feminine role within the relationship. They're a bit more submissive. I use wife just because it is the queen and it's a feminine energy. But absolutely, this can be your husband, your ex-husband. All right. In the recent past was the 4 of Wands and poverty. Yeah, there was a dismantling of stability, Sag. There was a desire to be stable, a desire to have your home, your office space, your schooling. Something was lost. There is a challenge here. 37 reduces to a 10, which is a 1. The 10's always reduced to a 1, right? 10 and 1, you end something to begin anew. Something surrounding stability, or this milestone, this marriage, this thing that you and someone else created together, was lost. If it's not completely dissolved, there has been a crack. It's like there's a crack in the illusion. That's what this feels like. The illusion has cracked for you, Sag. The illusion has cracked. Something was so sweet and so good and almost too good to be true, but now it's becoming unraveled. Something is unraveling. It is revealing. You are seeing this person, this thing, for what it is. Knight of Wands, toil and labor, family, room, journey. You want to move away from this feeling like you have to work down to the bone just to get anywhere close to what you want this to look like. I feel for many of you, Sag, you feel like you're doing this alone. Toil and labor, family, room, and journey. For some, you're packing your bags and leaving a home, an apartment. You're tired of working. You might even tell this person that you're working with that you're going to show up to work, or you're leaving to work. And then really what you're doing is you've packed the car, you've packed the bag, and you're ready to go. There's an element here of secrecy with the moon and distant horizons. You're not really telling someone what your plans are. You just have decided that enough is enough. And this may not be a physical move. This can also just be internally distancing yourself and saying, you know, I'm going to focus on work. I'm going to focus on myself. And while you're out here doing what it is you think you're out here being clever, but you're actually not. I see what you're doing. And at the very least, if I can't see it, I feel it. I know something's not right. I know you're acting kind of funny. You're moving a little funny. I don't like it. Right? And so you're taking initiative and you're saying, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to just stay here because you think I should. You're not that important. I am more important. Right, Sag? It's like a fight for yourself. The illusion has cracked. Enough is enough. You see yourself as the hanged man with imprisonment. You're biding your time with this energy. For some, you are connecting with someone who is in jail or being detained somewhere. For some, this is about hanging in there with somebody who perhaps is in a really unhealthy relationship or partnership with someone else. You are hanging in there, Sag. To me, this person is leaving the situation. This person will be moving away from this person, moving away from this job, this person, whatever it is. For some, you're hanging in there. For others, this is you hanging into a difficult situation until the right time comes for you to leave. If there is an element of danger here for you, Sag, Please proceed with caution and prioritize your safety to the utmost, okay? In the environment, we have the Three of Swords and false person. I can't even stress it, Sag. You see it, you feel it, you know it. Someone in your environment is playing games. They're not telling you a very, very important detail about how they spend their time and who they are. This person is lying. This person is lying, Sag, and you know it, you feel it. Listen, if you're asking yourself, this feeling that I have, I feel trapped, I feel like this person is constantly gaslighting me or constantly making me feel less than. I feel like this person, it almost feels like this person is trying to hang something over your head, Sag, whatever it is. They're trying to tell you that if you leave, you're not going to find anyone as good as them. And so you might as well sit here and keep giving of your resources to them because you won't find someone better. False, 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 Sag. You are worth everything. And this person has no idea what they are saying at all. They have no idea what they're saying or who they're saying it to. You step in that power like you are, Sag. You trust your intuition the way you are. You reach out for support. You move the way you do, with stability, with loyalty, with faithfulness, with goodwill, not ill will. You're not vindictive. You're not trying to hurt feelings. You just want to be happy. Your fear here is Nine of Cups and community. For some of you, you feel like this person does what they need to do to appear nice, when in reality, they are just self-serving. For some, it's like they're nice to everyone but you, or they just come off as nice in a superficial way, but it's not real. For some, you are a little bit afraid that if you leave, it's going to be difficult to re-enter the community. It's going to be difficult to re-enter the friend group that you have or that you left, but that's not the case. If anything, the people that love you are going to see what you've left behind, and they're going to help support you through it. With the Two of Pentacles, there is change, message, and pathway. I'm seeing for some of you, you're going to leave a letter when you go. When you leave behind, you are going to send this person a message or leave a letter behind. For others of you, this is about choosing to take a different route, choosing to move away. And there's going to be a final message. This is the final message. So if this isn't you leaving a final message for somebody, this is somebody leaving it for you, Sag. Someone here they're trying to escape something. They're trying to escape something that leaves them feeling very trapped. It is very similar to the Devil energy, sort of like an obsession and just feeling tied. Now, where this isn't an actual physical perpetrator here, right? That's the word that came to mind. Where this isn't actually someone physically in real time doing this. This is somebody who has a hard time letting go of someone that did them wrong. And in the fear that they are making the wrong move, entering in a connection or moving into this partnership, they are deciding to kind of push themselves more into work and following their desires. For some, this is somebody who just is deciding to indulge their playboy, playgirl energy and deciding that for right now, the best choice of action for them is to pursue their desire. To leave behind something that is stable because they are still in a phase where they are not valuing stability. This person may not really they may not be in a position to value stability. They might be in a phase right now where they are still in that, hurt people phase where they have been hurt. So people they connect with are on the receiving end of their pain. And in trying to move, they are just attracting more of what has hurt them in the past, which is not good. It's not good for you and it's not good for them. Either way, this person is being jerked around by some kind of a past energy. This could also be you feeling kind of, feeling pulled back and forth with this residual ending that happened, this pain that came from the ending. But it's like you also, based on what you've learned, how to identify when someone is not being honest with you. And ultimately, you're not settling for it, Sag. You're not settling for it. You know that you are worthy of more and you are prepared to put in more. There is someone here, however, who is being selfish. They are keeping something from you. You have that feeling and they might be trying to keep you stuck. Ultimately, what I see is something has got to give. And even if you are trying to tolerate this, I don't think you will. Because with pathway here, this is a new journey. A 35, it's the 8. It is either justice or strength, depending on the tarot that you're working with. But this is about making a decision that is objective, and it is about using your courage to overcome a situation and kind of get that momentum building up to move with loyalty, to move with courage, to do what you know is right even though it's hard. And ultimately, it's what's going to make you the happiest. There is definitely somebody here. I am seeing there could be multiple people. Someone's lying. Someone's trying to take from you, Sag. You're not gonna stand for it. Someone here is definitely gonna move away from it. Whether it's you or them, this will melt away. This will melt away. This will absolutely melt away. Okay, Sag, I'm going to go ahead and take this over to the extended reading. If you found this reading helpful, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment down below. I would love to know how you're doing. I hope that this provided you guidance and clarity moving forward. This is a difficult read, Sag, but you have a very strong demeanor and understanding of what it is you want. So continue to push on. If you would like to join me in the extended reading, the link will be in the description box below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section below. And if you'll choose to see me there, I will see you there. If not, I hope that you stay safe, you be well, and I will see you in the next reading, Sag. I'm sending you all of my love, and until then, take care.